Dang, this is cool. You know what? Ground is wet. Maybe this isn't good enough. Well, as you can see, it's a pretty smoky day here in Kelowna. It's pretty late in the fire season for this, so it's a bit of a surprise, but not completely unusual. If you're wondering about the mask, I believe that this is probably 1,000 times worse than COVID. You know, I get COVID as a bit of a political debate. You know, science is even one way and the other, and there's no consistency with it. But I can say for sure that the fire smoke affects everybody equally. You know, even if you got really good health, it basically takes good health and puts it into okay health, you know, any extended period of times like this. This will damage everybody, is what I'm getting at. And if you got bad health, I mean, if you got COVID sensitivities and fire smoke, oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be you right now. Stop smoking, get healthy, get exercise, eat right. All that yada yada stuff you've heard all your life, you got to do it. Or people like me won't feel sorry for you. Unless I know you, and then I do because I know you, but... Anyway, the goal is today is I'm going to go up Dilworth Mountain. I'm going to take some pictures. I got a couple other things I'm going to say, and put it together and turn it into a vlog. So let's go. I wouldn't want to do what he's doing today. Between all the work and the labor and the smoke, he's going to feel that later in his life. This is actually a bit of a tradition of mine. Every time I go out and about and I'm in this area, I'll hit up one of those individual pizzas before my hike, just kind of give me a little bit of boost. But since COVID, they have, you know, reduced their hours quite a bit. And sometimes on a hot day, I'll go to Dairy Queen. And that's our destination. Now this looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna have to get my camera out for this shot. A little deer. I wouldn't call it little. Well, as you can see, it's smoky. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a landmark buildings over there. I can barely make it out with my own naked eyes. Downtown, forget about it. There's nothing to see. I would say that the visibility is about 1 kilometer, but that doesn't say much because even within that kilometer, it's smoky. It is what it is. In any case, though, an update on my current events, if you will, is I've just finished like 6 videos on Kelowna's good stuff. It's basically about what it is and kind of the evolution of it. See, before it was just going to be essentially me or a small team creating the content for it. But now I want to expand it so more other creators can use it. In any case, though, I explain a lot more of that in the other videos you can check out. But in the meantime here, I actually forgot the USB cable for... Actually, I brought the wrong one. So I'm only on like 30% battery, so I have one more little tidbit to say. But I got another location I want to go check out, and I want to bring you there, and I hope to have enough battery to do that. If not, I do got my GH5 as a backup, so we'll see. Anyway, let's carry on. Funny thing is I'd imagine this just looks like a cloudy day until you really see something, and then you go, oh, wait a minute. Maybe more of like a foggy day. Alright, we made it. There's one hell of a smoky day. I mean, there is just no doubt about it. This is the smokiest day of the year. Can't even see downtown. Well, I'm at the second peak of the Dilworth Mountain. I was sort of thinking about going to the third peak, but it's not really necessary. It's just going to put me farther back, and I will actually see less of anything. So for what it's worth, I figure this is probably a good place to be. So I got one thing that has changed quite a bit since the COVID thing. I do want to bring it up because it has affected my work and some of the projects that I've done quite a bit. Now I want to first make note that this isn't meant to be... This is more of like it is what it is. There's nothing... I haven't really figured out anything I could do to make the situation better, so I'm not blaming anybody. And I don't have any better any better idea for it, so... But anyway, my upstairs roommate moved out, and I believe for all the reasons that I'm aware of, I'm surprised she didn't do it sooner. So anyway, there's some new people upstairs, and for the most part, I actually really like them. They're pretty cash. We get along good. Everything is fine there. However, before, I used to have a pretty much... I knew when I could shoot and when I couldn't shoot. She had a very consistent schedule. Essentially, Monday through Friday, up until about 4 p.m. was my cutoff. So if I wanted to do a project in my living room, I essentially had every morning and afternoon, Monday through Friday, to do so. Now, there's 2 people upstairs, and their schedules are constantly changing. I don't know if it's because of the COVID, but there's definitely some... I don't know, things change every month, and it's just basically not a... My living room is no longer a place I can count on at all to do video projects. So it's like a resource problem that I'm having, and it sucks because you know, like when I do a project in my living room, I plan that quite literally 2 or 3 days in advance, because I got to make sure I have everything lined up for it. And really, realistically, all I really need is a good hour. But it's, yeah. So the project that I was talking about before, where I got 6 videos, that took me about a month and a half to do. And when I originally got it started, even though I didn't start it with 6 in mind, I had like 2 in mind, and that was about it. But anyway, the idea was I was supposed to get that done by the end of July. And I didn't get these 6 done till the end of August. So it essentially delayed, even though there's more work to it because I did more, I want to say it at least took 2, maybe 3 weeks longer than it should have. Because I was always playing, like, dodging around schedules. You know, I'd set up my living room, I'd set everything up, and then somebody would come home at an odd hour, and, you know, that's it. That's all it takes. I live in a very squeaky house. So I can't do audio work in there for nothing. Or at least, you know, when the house is to myself, it's not a problem. But anyway, if you guys are watching that, you know, like, I get it. You know, it is what it is. I don't blame you guys. I need a real studio. I need a real place to do real work. Because one of the other things that, I'm gonna stand up for this one. So one of the other things that I know I'm having a difficulty with is, it is resources. it's fundamental to a video project. I mean, I'm running this as a one-man band, and I'm running mics and lavs, I've got cameras, and it literally takes 100% of all my focus and energy to do this. And I know there's errors. I know there's things that it could be way better. Having a camera person, having a director, and then having a talent, it's really like a three-person triangle, if you will. You know, it's who are you shooting? Because whoever's in front of the camera, they got to focus on what they need to do to be on camera. Then you need somebody to be kind of like the middleman, the director, that is looking at it and going, if we did this, it could be better. Or I need to help you with this so we can bring it up a bit. Because all I can do is think, do I have this? And I have to look on the computer and see what I get. I mean, I could be completely out of focus right now, which leads me to the camera operator's point of view. Even on like a low budget project, it's nice to have somebody that is just making sure everything is working the way it should be. You know, sound's not clipping, the frame's good. Because little things, it just takes a little thing to adjust. I don't know what to adjust if I need to adjust anything right here. But in any case, before that rambles on and into a rant, I'm gonna find another perspective and close this off for you. All right, I gotta shut this down because I'm running out of battery. I do have my backup camera, but I don't really want to blend the cameras. They look too inconsistent. But in any case, though, I hope that I got enough of what I was hoping to say out. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I will have enough battery to still fill in some of the B-roll bits. So, you know, I'm still gonna take pictures. I also forgot my tablet. I need my tablet to operate that camera remotely. That's how I do my self-portraits, if you will. I was really hoping to get like some self-portraits with the well, whatever this is called. In any case, though, stay safe. I don't anticipate the smoke lasting very much long at all. I think this is probably gonna be the worst we're gonna see it. You know, might see another couple of bad days, but it's, all things considered, it's not a bad year. But this is definitely a bad day. In any case, have yourself a good one, and we'll see you around. Alright, I got no battery left, but there's one major point that I forgot to bring up, that I need to bring up, is the biggest problem that I think I'm having is I have actually no proof of what I'm saying that I can do. I've got no case studies. Every example, every attempt doesn't end up working because something goes wrong. At the end of the day, I have no portfolio. So I think what happens is people, they get excited, they get interested, they're like, oh yeah, let's do something, and then they go check it out, and then all they really see is a bunch of lectures. And I'll admit, some of my content, especially using the teleprompter and the writing, it's a lecture. I need to change the style of how I do that. But anyway, that's for another video or another point later on. At the end of the day, though, I don't think I'm screaming fun. I got no proof. You know, like we buy on emotions, and I got no emotions for me to sell to them or to show to them. So what I need is I need somebody, a company, a business, somebody that go, you know what? I do believe you could do something for me. Let's do it so I can have an example of. And trust me, and like I've made the pension, and trust me, like I've mentioned before, I have been trying, but I'm not selling video, I'm selling a solution to a bigger problem. And again, a problem doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be as simple as wanting to grow your business, to double it up. Well, you have to address that in the same way that you problem solve other things. So I got all those ideas. I know how to do that. People like things simpler than that. That's the challenge that I'm having, is how do I take a complex thing and simplify it so they can get excited over it? And I'm not doing a very good job at that. However, like I mentioned before, if I was the director and all that stuff, if I'm not having to be behind the camera, if I'm not having to be the talent, you know, it's a whole nother animal. And I've got small little snippets of evidence to support this. It's just none of that really, I can't really show it because of other reasons. It's behind the scenes for other, you know, it's like I've done interviews before and all. And in any case, though, my battery's probably dying. This time I mean it. I gotta go. Have a good one.